Howdy, folks. I am Charles Deering. We might as well call from here. We'll start things off. It's 12:25 a.m. 25 minutes after midnight on September 15th, 2020. And here we are. It's late night here in the U.S., or technically early morning, but hopefully we'll get some people joining us. And I'm just going to get going here shortly already. I don't have anybody here on the panel with me, so you have to rely on me to look over the comments and questions in between every cut or so. We got one viewer. It says it's over on Facebook. Wherever you are, say howdy do. If not, that's fine too. But if you have any comments or questions, throw them on out there and I will respond. So we got two watching on Facebook now. I suspect it's Russ Meadows and CJ. Whoever you are, I appreciate you. Now, what I've done since I was last live, I don't know if y'all remember how the foliage had a bunch of wood around it with the brad nails in it. I put the brad nails in different places and cut around that to reduce the weight, and I also did some work on this sparrow here. So I'm going to finish this one up, and then we'll jump over to the far left one. Hello, Russ Meadows. I suspected that, but I know the hour it is. Your wife's probably sleeping nearby, and you can't be on the panel, but at least you're here. By God. Let's finish up this sparrow and move on over to the far left one I've already started, and we'll get rolling, or strolling even. And I'll try to keep up with comments or questions. And I always talk about how lines are just a suggestion and patterns, but I guess one of the reasons why I'm going a little bit slow on this piece is because although lines are just a suggestion, I still try to somewhat stay on the line, but I don't beat myself up if I don't. This pattern, along with the version that doesn't have the foliage up above, is available on woodenvisions.com. Type in sparrows in the search bar. Take you right to them. I was working on this anyway, so I figured I might as well make a live stream out of it. Sometimes I scroll without a live stream because I'm listening to either music or talk radio or stuff like that. So, because when the chat is not active late at night, obviously, it's not quite as fun for me. So that's why I don't want to get copyright strikes by having music and crap playing. So that's why I don't live stream every time I scroll late at night. Between the boredom of nobody to talk to and avoiding copyright strikes, that's why I don't always go live. This piece is 3 feet wide by 2 feet tall. 2 pieces of 1/4 inch maple ply. Using number 5 flat-ended spirals by Flying Dutchman, and the saw is a 22-inch Hagner. No particular order on what I'm cutting. It's more so just sliding left to right and going down in the order of the pilot holes I see. And no, I don't know how many cuts are in this project because I rarely count them. Apologize for however often you may hear me cough or snip in your ear, but I have a headset mic, so it follows me no matter, even if I turn my head, you're still going to hear it. But I also have a little bit of drainage going on, so I apologize if that kind of stuff is annoying to you. And I don't mind being interacted with while I'm scrolling. If you're new to this live stream, it's okay to comment. I don't mind stopping and looking it over and responding to comments and questions. Now the drawback to when you cut out the background first, which I did to reduce the weight, there's a couple drawbacks. One is the piece is a lot more flexible, but also if you're not careful, the edges that you've already cut out can get caught on the corners or the edges of the table. But I used to deal with that with the roller stands, but they're put away since I put this table over here. So I occasionally just turn the piece to avoid having the edges catch on the piece or the table. I'm steering the piece down at the bottom of the piece, just out of camera view. That's how I'm pushing and pulling the piece. I'm using this to stabilize it because there's nothing holding this barrel in place. So I don't want it to flop around. That's why I'm holding the piece here. If you don't like the zigzag, you won't like this piece. Howdy, Rusty Pip. I mean, and I got your name right. There's Herb Hooper in the chat. Howdy, Herb.
Oh,
How you doing, Russ?
what's going on?
Whole lot of nada. Figured I might as well film it if I'm going to scroll it.
Yeah.
I was unconscious most of the day.
I didn't go to bed till 8:30 this morning. I woke up at 1:30.
I went to bed around.
Been
11.
up ever since, but it really hadn't done a whole lot.
Yeah, I hear you.
You got that
The
right.
day before. Good old wives. Anyway, I got a bunch of stuff done around the house Sunday. Got a bunch of stuff done around the house Sunday, and then today I didn't go to bed till around 11:30 a.m. and woke up at around 10 p.m. somewhere in there. 9:30. I have no idea. But here we are.
Got a light load tonight, looks like.
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean by light load? Viewership?
Me and Herb.
Oh. It's very rare to see Herb only in the chat, but he's entitled. He doesn't have to. He doesn't always have to be on the panel if he don't want to. By God.
Yeah, he's probably got the same thing as I've got. I've got a wife in here doing her thing.
Yeah. Well, he tends to be in bed at normal hours. I don't know, but I can't. Only he can speak for it. Good to see you again, sir. I caught Wes going live just as he finished
Which one?
showing the piece. Which one was?
I saw some of it.
Yeah, I caught the very end of it. He was holding it up to show it done. And so, got here just in time.
Well, you saw the good part.
Yeah. He's using Bertha this time. That's Dremel scroll saw, for those that don't know. I've never named my scroll saw.
Oh, yeah. That was a heck saw there, man.
Yes, it. Those 2 speeds, slow and fast.
Yeah. It looked like the blade he was using was big, but he said it was just a number 3. It sure looked bigger than that to me.
Well, when you're used to seeing the human hairs he uses, it probably looks pretty big. I don't use them with video blades.
Yeah, I thought it was a coping saw blade when I first saw it.
We're going to combine these cuts. They're touching anyway. All the way up 2 separate pilot holes.
Don't save yourself a cut. That ain't right.
Well, it's connected to the other one. I just had 2 pilot holes in it. Okay, I cheated on one side.
I'll tell you, on some of yours, I've done the same thing.
I imagine a lot of people have. It's like, sure as F.
Oh, I know it. Well, you've almost got it whipped now, huh?
Well, in terms of the amount of detail I have, yeah, I've gotten pretty far, but yeah. I still hate myself for designing it, but it's always fun in the end. Super says it's cold in here and I don't want to get out from underneath the covers. All right. That makes sense. What's your old wife working on? Not your old wife, your lovely, dear, sweet wife.
She's doing her prints. She's got printing some things up, some designs to send off.
Cool. y'all don't like zigzags, you will hate this design.
Yeah. Yeah. How big is that design to begin with?
Well, I never have a certain size when I design something, but this particular project is 3 feet by 2 feet.
Okay. Okay.
You know, a little bitty.
Yeah. One of your smaller ones, eh?
Yeah.
Hey, we got some. Dave Hart.
Howdy, day.
Give you a thumbs up, and then he's going to bed.
Well, all right. Well, I appreciate it either way. Appreciate you dropping by. Well, I called the doctor to say that today the dermatologist see if they found anything in my blood work. They said my blood work was completely normal all across the board. So we still don't know why my face is swollen, but at least we know
Wow.
there's nothing wrong with anything in my blood.
Back to
And I
square
asked,
zero, huh?
yeah. Well, I asked them when they said your blood work was completely normal. I said, now that was in relation to a swollen face or overall health-wise. There's nothing in my blood, nothing bad. They said, nope, all across the board, it's completely normal. So that's good. There's nothing sneaking up on me, except for old age and getting a little uglier. But that's all right. So I guess that was the good news. Bad news. Good news is my blood's normal. Bad news, still don't know what the hell's wrong.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I guess eventually they'll figure it out.
Hopefully. That they'll just amputate my face. My next appointment's not till October 14th, so it'll be a while before I know anything. Or go to the next step anyway. All right. Another thing I did off the air is I hogged out all the pilot holes with an ice pick, or an awl, whatever the hell y'all call it.
Ice pick.
Yeah, it's an ice pick to me, by God. Now, I'll give you one guess what I'm drinking out of. I know you know I'm drinking Dr. Pepper, but what am I drinking out of? Okay, you're muted, so I'll just say I'm drinking out of cans. They were out of 2-liter bottles, and drinking out of these is like a shot glass. But, quick tip, if you have a drink next to you that's in a can and you have no way of sealing it back up, aerosol can tops fit completely perfectly over the top of it. That's how you keep sawdust out of your drink. So enough, free advice right there. And if you're trying to talk Russ, you're muted, just in case. You're probably intentionally muted, but I just didn't know if you were trying to talk or not.
I was trying to talk. I forgot I muted myself. I did not know that kind of thing would fit over the can like that.
I did it in desperate measures. I didn't want that much fiber in my diet, so I said, how am I going to keep sawdust out of this? Because on a 2-liter bottle, I could screw the cap back on, but that fits perfectly.
Well, look at that. You blew Herb's mind, too.
Y'all didn't know I was innovative and half MacGyver, did you? By God. Made that out of a paper clip and toilet paper.
That's pure redneck ingenuity right there.
Oh, God, you do what you got to do, mister. Yeah, it sucks when I go in the store and they're completely out of 2-liter bottles. I go to the convenience store because I'm too lazy to drive further. And when they're out, I usually buy 2 12-packs. And I go to a can so quick, it makes me think I'm drinking more than I am.
Yeah, I know. They don't last long.
No, like a shot glass.
They used to last longer when I was younger. Now I can just turn them up and then go on.
Yeah, when I was little, I couldn't do nothing but finish a soda. And I got older and got addicted, and here we go. But for some reason, the cans fill me up more. It's like they hit me differently than the 2-liter bottles.
Does that mean you'll be seeing Mother Nature pretty soon?
I don't know. I don't have any
But
urges
don't forget
yet.
to come back.
Yeah. Thanks for the best trip. And it also sucks if I'm on the panel alone and Mother Nature calls because I have nobody to entertain the crowd. But I don't have any urges right now, so we should be good.
All right.
I just need to start wearing a diaper because I got to stay professional and stay on the air back up.
Yeah, they make them depends just for that.
Yeah. Got to be there for the people.
Herb said at 65 in his bedroom, it's time to turn that AC off. Herb, I'm in my spot, I'd be freezing to death.
I keep the house AC at 68, but when I'm in the shop near the window unit, I'll keep it around 78. Lord. Well, when I'm in the shop near the go ahead.
When it's 78, I'm good. When it's 77, I'm cold. It's amazing how that works. I like the same way.
Well, when I have the window unit in my office, I keep that around 71 or 2 because I get a little too cold there.
Yeah. Well, a case in point. Well, look at Herb. He's on.
Howdy, Herb.
My wife. We've got the air conditioner on in the house, and it was cold enough in here that you can't see that little heater back right there. I don't think you can see it, but she's got the heater pointing toward
right here.
Crazy.
If it matters to your audio and video, a little choppy, but we can hear you better than we can see you. Howdy, Herb. If you're talking, Herb, I can't hear you.
No, I ain't started yet. I'm trying to, I'm still shivering.
All right. Okay, looks like, yeah, there's old Russ. All right.
I think it's colder in the bedroom. I know it's 65 down here where I'm at. It's got to be cold up there. The cat and dog come down here to warm up.
Good to see you, fellas. I was afraid I was going to be here alone all night.
Now, would we let you do that?
Sometimes. No, I guess not. I got to give credit where credit's due.
I just didn't want to get out from underneath them warm blankets.
I have to be associated with 2 night owls. Well, 1 night owl, or Herb never sleeps normally. And I guess neither does Russ, so I guess, yeah, we're all just weird. Let's embrace it.
The way I look at it, I'll get enough sleep after I'm dead and gone.
I'll probably have trouble sleeping then, too.
That'd be my luck.
My biggest issue is getting to sleep. Once I'm asleep, I'm okay. Getting to sleep is a booger.
And that's me. It takes a long time for me to get to sleep. And then if I hear something or got to go to the restroom, I'm up the rest of the night.
Yeah, there's sometimes I can sleep through a dang Metallica concert, but other times somebody snips in the room, it'll wake me up. Like, hey, Blabbit. By the way, Russ, you're still muted if you're wanting to talk. And you probably know you're muted. Just every now and then people forget they're muted.
Yeah, I was muted.
If I keep interrupting you,
I know I was muted.
That's why.
My camera seems to keep wanting to buffer for some reason. So
yeah,
thinking it's my internet connection, but we had some high wind a while ago. So maybe it's got something to do with that.
Well, there's more hurricanes coming. I don't know if they're hitting Texas or not. I know Alabama's prepping themselves.
No.
Alabama's a little further east.
It's going to Mississippi, Alabama. And this was not going towards me, thank goodness.
Yeah. Well, there's Hurricane
Well,
Sarah,
my
and I
sister's in
believe
it. My sister in Pensacola. Yeah.
I think there's one forming way out in the Atlantic right now, but I think Sarah's the one close. Hell, I don't know. It makes me
Yeah,
glad I
that one
don't.
is off now. Is close to Pensacola.
Let's hope Oregon and California get some good rain coming. Get rid of those fires.
They need it. Boy, they need it.
That's like the living version of a James Taylor song. I've seen fire and I've seen rain. Rain is in reference to the storm. That's an analogy I could do. Sorry. And I apologize to all you James Taylor fans. I just totally butchered it.
So did he the first time he sang it.
Well, we got 0 viewers. I appreciate y'all taking the time to not be here. See, I try to make fun of myself there. Come on now.
That was a good one.
Thank you.
I wasn't doing nothing but watching TV and chattering my gums. I ain't got no teeth to chatter.
Yeah. I usually listen to Coast AM, but if that's why I went live, is the topic what didn't interest me. So I said, oh, you know what, might as well go live. Hello, TSY Light Out. How you doing? I believe it's your first time being here. I appreciate you dropping by. I hope you consider subscribing, clicking on that thumbs up. Click on that bell to be notified, and you'll never miss these awesome extravaganzas. Most of them aren't usually just late at night or early in the morning, whatever you want to call it. But every now and then we sprinkle one in.
Yeah, the wife went shopping today, so I thought I'd bless her presence with me.
That's cool.
She says every time I go, I cost her too much money.
I don't get to go as often as I would like.
I just
Carl,
wanted,
Was that her? I mean, Russ.
I'm gonna have to go.
Dag bled it.
I'm gonna have to go. My internet connection is in the chat if I can.
okay.
For sure appreciate you, Russ. TSY, this is, I don't know what you know and what you
What do
don't
y'all
know.
want us to see?
What was that? All right, he dropped out. I don't know if you know about scroll sawing or not, so I'm going to start from scratch. The tool we're using is called a scroll saw, which is what this is. This is 2 pieces of 1/4-inch maple ply, thread nailed together, and making a picture 3 feet wide by 2 feet tall. That's what a scroll saw does. It allows you to make pictures out of wood. Unlike a bandsaw where you're cutting from the outside to get a cut done, this you drill pilot holes and thread the blade through, and there you go. I hope that spelled it out for you. If not, let me know, and I'll try to better word it. But words aren't always my friend. But I appreciate you dropping by anyway. Pretty sure you're not here because of a glitch, or we'd have 100 other people here. Thank you very much.
Oh, Lordy.
I hope you'll consider subscribing. The chat's usually very active, but not when I'm here late at night or early in the morning. It depends on where you're from and where you're at and blah, blah, blah. How you been feeling here lately, Abe?
Oh, I've been feeling all right. I did a stupid rookie mistake today.
What, tried to prove you right? Prove yourself right to your wife?
Oh, that too. No, we were shopping, and I seen a bag of Funyuns that I haven't had in a long time. So I got them.
That messes with your diabetes?
No, I just forgot how hard they are to chew with no teeth.
Oh yeah. TSY says I am subscriber man. You look very talented, and this I'm interested in learning. Awesome. He's an 8 Eastern time, so that means he's an hour ahead of us. So it's 1:56 a.m. for him. Sai, do you have a YouTube channel? If so, you're welcome to tell us out in the chat what it's about, and maybe we can get some people out there to look at it and subscribe to it.
So needs to say I ain't eating them no more.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it'll shred the hell out of your roof of your mouth and gums.
They should.
Some foods are too good. Sometimes it's almost worth the pain, but not quite
Oh, they were. I really didn't feel it
until afterwards.
till I got home. And what'd I get? Oh, I got me a glass a root beer.
Yeah, so the burn the hell out of the roof of your mouth.
God almighty.
Yeah, that does not tickle. It's like you're cussing at yourself for going through it, knowing how it's going to end, but it's so good.
Oh yeah, they were. So tonight for dinner we had hot dogs.
That sounds good too. Of course, I'm starving to death. By the way, Cy,
Oh,
or TSY, I almost want to call you Cy, but I don't know if it's initials or your name or what. But the other voice you're hearing is Herb Hooper. I am Charles Deering, and he says, unfortunately, I don't, but always chance to make one. Yes, sir, there is. If you want to give your name, you're not required to, but I prefer to call people by their names if I can keep them in my memory. My name's Charles Deering. The other voice you hear is Herb Hooper. He doesn't have an active YouTube channel yet, but he will eventually. And if you don't mind, how did you find me? If you don't know what this is. Just for feedback, that's why I'm asking.
ooh. Ooh, Lordy.
We got 4 more cuts on this bird, and then we're going to move on over to the far left one.
Did I tell you how cold I am?
Yes, sir, I do believe we did, but if you're anything like me, it's all right to keep saying it.
I used to like the cold, but since this stroke, it affects my left side.
I imagine.
I mean, it gives me spasms big time.
I've noticed, cold to me is annoying, but heat drags me down. But of course, here I am in Texas.
Yep.
But yeah, I love Texas, so I'm never leaving unless you pay me $50 million. Even then, I'll probably come back after a day or two.
Yeah, I found me a new place today to start buying my snuff.
The same snuff or a different snuff?
Or different snuff. We stopped in there. She had to have some smokes, and I was going to go ahead and get me some more snuff while I was there. And me and Wes has been talking about a brand, and I went to see if they had it, and she told me no, that she could order it for me. So
let me interrupt you right quick. I need to acknowledge TSY. TSY says, I've searched up how to make pictures out of wood, live streams, and yours is the first that showed up. Well, I'll be dang, I didn't know most people searched into those terms, but I appreciate you being around, subscribing. Says he's going to bed. Appreciate you, sir. Hope you'll be back for future live streams. And if you're okay with giving your first name, I'd like to know that, so I can call you by that. But it's completely up to you, and sorry for interrupting her. Back to your snuff.
Take care, TSY. And most people don't carry it, so she told me she could order it, and she went ahead and ordered it for me. I gave her my name and number, and so me and Pam went to Walmart, and about an hour later she called me and told me that she had it. I said, boy, that was quick.
Real quickly, his name is Dylan. Now I got to remember that. Help me remember. DSY light out is Dylan. All right, good to meet you, Dylan. Sleep well and appreciate you dropping by.
Glad to meet you, Dylan.
These live streams can be hilarious and informative and usually really active during the day. So if you're subscribed, I hope you'll consider uh, checking us out, because I try to have at least one live stream a day. The last couple days I didn't do one, but that's not usual. Usually it's at least one a day. Sometimes 2 or 3, by God, you never know. But sweet dreams, sir.
If you can see your thumbnail, I think this will last me a while.
Oh, I see your head. I'm not sure what that is you're holding. Looks like a mug.
It's a 1 pound butter tub.
Good Lord on a stick. You eat butter straight?
Hein?
You eat butter?
No, that's what the snuff came in.
Oh, I thought you meant I'm just a serious snack on butter.
Instead of the little cans.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna have some for a while.
Oh yeah. Well, I thought it would take them longer, so we stopped at another store because she had to get gas, and I asked. She went in there and asked me if they had it.
Yeah.
So, needless to say, she went ahead and bought 5 cans of it.
Yeah, you been moving. By the way, we have 2 people watching. If y'all have any comments or questions, throw them on out there. Go ahead, Herb.
Dylan said he'll be back here tomorrow.
Nice.
Oh.
I'll probably be back here tomorrow too. Now, see, he's like me. If I haven't gone to sleep yet, it's not today, it's tomorrow.
If tomorrow never comes.
But he probably meant he'll be back sometime during daylight. But he said he's Eastern, so he's not Australia. Australia is 13 hours ahead of us. UK is 6 hours ahead of us.
Ah.
When the roof of your mouth is raw, does snuff mess with that when you're preparing to spit?
Do what?
Does snuff irritate a raw roof of your mouth? I mean, I know you keep it between your cheek and gum, but yeah.
That other stuff did, but this stuff don't.
Well, that's cool.
No, the biggest problem I was having with the other, I'd put a dip in and the flavor would be gone like chewing gum in about 15 minutes.
Yeah, that sucks. I never have been a dipper. Well, I've been a smoker since I was 14, but never been a dipper.
So let's see, I've had this one in for about 2 hours, and it still tastes like I just put it in.
Good Lordy. We got one viewer. Appreciate you taking time out of your day or night or wherever the hell you're at.
One viewer.
Yeah, buddy. We'll take them when we can get them, by God. Like I've said before, if I did this for views or money, I'd be totally disappointed.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping you was going to do something today.
What was that?
I'm tired of watching her soap operas.
Is she awake right now?
No, she goes to bed at 1.
Well, I'm not used to hearing the TV unless she's there.
Oh, I never turned it off when I got out from underneath the covers.
Googly moo.
It ain't too loud, is it?
Not terrible, no.
I'll turn this mic down a little. Yeah, she likes watching old movies and stupid sitcoms like Roseanne, the nanny.
Yeah, I used to watch the hell out of sitcoms, but now I get tired of the constant one-liners and blah blah.
Yeah. So for me to tick her off, I turn it on to 13. And half the time, if I ain't watching a British show, I've got it on the cooking part of 13, and it drives her crazy.
Do you watch cooking shows?
Oh, yeah.
I never could get into those either. I mean, I like the personality of Justin Wilson. Just listening to him talk, but I've never been into cooking shows or soap operas. I tend to watch documentaries, or every now and then a good show pop up.
Oh, me too, but I do it mostly to tick her off.
And that's why you had such a long marriage, by God.
Yep. Yeah, before I had the stroke, I was always cooking.
I'm too impatient to cook because I like instant gratification. I wait till I'm hungry to go looking for food, so I don't cook. Well, unless you count putting something in the microwave.
Yeah. Very seldom I'll get in there and cook.
Yeah. So this bird is officially done, except for right there by the signature, but I'll do that when I go to do the signature. So I'm going to move over to the far left bird.
Yeah, because it's kind of hard for me to stand up there in that little kitchen.
Yeah. So yeah, I had already done some work off the air of this bird, so it's already been started.
Oh.
Yeah. I may have to move some stuff because a lot of the stuff's going to be bumped into because I'm on the far left bird, by God.
Bird's the word.
Yeah. I don't know if you were here in the beginning, but I don't know if you remember that the foliage had all that excess wood around it with the brad nails in it. I decided to re-brad nail it and cut out the background, so there's less weight on it now.
Oh, okay. I thought there was something different, but I couldn't put my finger on it.
Yeah, I still got brad nails on each edge, right up next to the border, and I got some in the logs down here. Is that a good view, or should I get in closer?
That's a good view.
Well, thank you. I hope the one viewer approves, unless that's you.
Where's it showing up at? Because I'm only on StreamYard.
It's on YouTuber.
Yuba-duba-duba.
Yeah. If I hover over the thing, the little eyeball, it tells me who's watching where. 0 on Facebook, 1 on YouTube. But it's 7:10 a.m. in the UK, so somebody might be dropping by here too. That might be where the viewer's from. I have no idea.
Yeah, Wes was doing a show on Facebook.
Yeah, I noticed it wasn't on YouTube.
Yeah, I was in the chat, and somebody goes, "Oh, you're not on the panel?" I said, "No, I got grounded for LOLs."
That's funny right there. That's not in the clamp good enough. That's what that sound means. It's in the clamp, but it just made that weird sound and it annoyed the hell out of me, so we stopped it, and here we are.
Yeah, watching him cut that on that old Dremel.
Yep.
I'm thinking, man, I am going to have a hard time.
You know, when I asked TS or Dylan how he got here, how he found me. He said he searched for pictures made out of wood live stream. I mean, that's a very unique search term, you know.
Yeah.
Number one, live. Yeah.
John S. says, looking good, Charles.
Thank you, John. Appreciate you being back.
I didn't mean to step on you.
It's all good. People do it all the time. I'm just messing with you. Yeah, I mean, I could see looking for live streams just to be active in it, but looking for pictures made out of wood, if you're not a stroller, seems very weird, odd that somebody would be looking for that. But I'm glad to get a new subscriber.
Yep.
Make up for the 3 that leave every time I go live, but that's all right. As you can see, John, we're on the far left bird now instead of the far right one. Fine and finish that. Wonder how many people are going to go back and say, where did I miss him starting that left bird? I did that off the air. I'm a cheater. But I think I said that on my last live stream that I occasionally scroll when I'm not live. All right, let's take another drink out of our little shot glass here.
Yeah, I knew there was something up you drinking out of a can.
Yep, because I'm too lazy to go to Walmart. It's a little further away. I got a convenience store less than a mile from my house. By God, that's where I'm going to go.
I almost thought I was on
Twilight Zone?
Yeah.
It does taste slightly different being in a metal can instead of a plastic bottle, but worst problem to have.
Yep, and they don't last long either, do they?
Nope.
3 drinks and you're gone.
That's why I call it a shot glass.
But I told her, don't buy me any more Cokes or Sprites or anything.
Trying to lose weight?
No, my leg is swelling.
Oh.
And I know it's from drinking sodas.
You see, I'm referring back to my swollen face, but every time I think of what it could be, I'm thinking no, because my brother his face is getting swollen too, and he doesn't deal with sawdust. He doesn't deal with soda very often. And yeah, anything I can think of that I could be allergic to, he's not around. So I don't know what the hell's happening to us. I don't know if you heard earlier, but I called the doctor, and all the blood work is normal. So
yeah, I heard that. Yeah, there's got to be something causing that.
Yeah.
Either while you're asleep, your wife's in there smacking you or something.
Something. I guess my brother's wives are smacking him too. Now the dry skin areas did clear up after a few applications of the lotion, but other than that, everything's still the same.
Who?
I feel like I need to be on the right camera now. What do you think?
I think you're right.
All right. I do that every now and then. I'll get closer. It won't be as severe of an angle for everybody, I don't think. Let me move that camera out of the way and pull this hair down. Sorry for the dizziness y'all are about to experience.
It's an everyday deal for me being dizzy.
Yep. Put a real close up for y'all.
Oh.
That's eye level right there, baby.
Oh, look, woodworms.
Yeah, buddy. I almost put the camera in my lap and said, no, that is not a woodworm. this thing set up and we'll be ready, I promise.
It's all good.
Alright. Not gonna be a whole lot better, but it's different. Alright. And we're back to the view I'm used to. Not that I had anything against the other view.
Yeah, I had to buy me some more drink mixes.
I had to be mindful of the angle I was cutting at, because if I angle this piece too much, you'll see right over there on the corner. Well, no, it's not going to do it, but see right there, right over there is caught on the edge of the table because it's sagging a little bit. So that's the drawback of taking out the background. But this area right here is catching on the edge of the table, so I got to be mindful of angles I'm cutting. Get just enough of it on the table, and then we'll get rolling, by God.
Enough for you to say dead blend.
Dag blebbit. All right, I think we're there. I put my light a little closer to me without blinding people. Yep.
To be honest with you, I thought I'd probably end up being asleep today because I got up early. Slept pretty good last night.
That's good.
Got almost 5 hours.
Well, I was up. I woke up at 2:30 in the morning yesterday morning, and was awake till 11:30 a.m. And besides being a little tired, I also took my antibiotic and my Zyrtec. You know, they're trying to tackle two things at once. If it's an allergy and if it's a thing that needs an antibiotic. And when I take both of those together, I tend to sleep quite kind of long. But I also have to take 4 ibuprofen just to get rid of the back and arthritis pain. So I done that, and by God, I slept pretty darn solid. Good to get a good long rest like that every now and then. It's kind of rare, but it's kind of cool.
Yeah, the other day when I slept that long, I woke up, I felt like I was drunk.
Yeah, that's what you're calling drunk is when I tell people I feel drugged. Like you get out of bed because you feel like you need to, but you feel drugged the whole time. But I've rarely been drunk, so I guess that's why I call it being drugged. Not that I've ever been drugged besides intentionally, like the Benadryl would knock me on my ass for 3 days. I guess lethargic is the word we're both looking for.
Yep. Because I went to bed early, got up 9 o'clock, stayed up for an hour, went right back to bed, and then woke up again after 3.
Yeah. It's weird how at night I can stay awake longer than I can during the day. That's weird.
Back in the old days, I was in bed at 9 and up at 4.
Yeah. Yeah, whenever I'm laying in bed, if I can choose 4:30 to 4:30 and later is when I tend to get up. If it's only like 2 or 3, sometimes I won't. But my brain is pretty active, so that's usually why I end up getting out of bed anytime I get out of bed. It's usually not being rested that makes me get up.
Yeah, that's me. I can turn the TV off, turn the phone off, and close my eyes, but my mind wants to keep going and going and going.
That's one reason I can't listen to a radio or TV to go to sleep. Some people require that, but that keeps me awake because it makes my brain is trying to pay attention to what it's hearing instead of sleep. But I do love fan noise and the feel of a fan, of course.
Yep, that's a must. I got to have a fan blowing on me.
Well, even if it's not blowing on me, the sound, I mean, without it, it's too dang quiet. But yeah, the second I don't have a fan blowing on me, I feel like I'm burning up. But if it's real cold in the house, which is rare, I will just have the fan turned just enough to where I still have the sound close by, but not the air blowing on me.
I think that's I think that's why I was so cold earlier because the fan that's above my head usually pointing at my recliner, blowing right in the face.
I don't know what it is about my house, but between dust and cat hair, I constantly have to take that fan apart and blow out the guts of it because you can have it all the way up and barely be able to breathe. But all it takes is blowing out that motor, and it blows like brand new.
Yep, that's the only downside about having a cat.
Yeah, is all the, and you don't even notice the hair falling out, but except for unless they're laying on your black clothes or well, besides the whole litter box smell. But yeah,
Yeah, I got to constantly keep a can of air on the desk to blow off hair.
of course, getting on black clothes, that's me, stalling on putting away laundry instead of just piling it on a table or a couch.
I
And that
used to do that.
you'll get anywhere that's comfortable, by God.
Half the time I left them in the dryer.
Well, that's fine unless you got another load to do.
And then I got married and she took care of it all.
My wife would like to help me would like me to help with laundry, but I'm not going to make any excuses. I'm lazy with that kind of stuff, but I should be doing more since she works and I don't. Beyond that,
I know exactly how you feel.
I try to keep up with the kitchen, but I'm terrible at keeping up with laundry. And I take the trash out, and
Of course, if she's working, she goes, well, I see the maid didn't come home today and wash the dishes. No, but they'll be done by the time you get up in the morning.
and technically you have an excuse to not do as much because of your stroke, and I say that with respect. But I don't have any excuses besides just procrastination, and I'd rather blah 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 than do that. I feel like that's not a good camera angle, but I can't really do much. I don't know why you made me change camera frames.
Something different. You know me. I'm gonna give you a wrong answer.
Yep, if it's going too smoothly, let's do something else and screw it all up. We got
Yeah.
two viewers.
130.
Yeah. I have a completely random question for you or anybody listening, even if it's not live when you're hearing this. And this is more of an opinion thing unless you know how that kind of thing works. But let's say you have an idea, but you have somebody else do the physical labor to create it, like let's call it an invention. How do you dole out credit besides the fact that it was your idea and somebody else built it? But like, let's say you made a business out of it or something like that. How would you divvy up the profits? You know, because obviously the person that did the labor of making it deserves quite a bit for being the one to make it. But if you have the idea, how much does that play into the profits?
That'd be a good question.
Yeah. Something I've talked about in the past, but I don't want to reveal too much because I want to wait and see if it's feasible. But if I wanted to like introduce it to businesses or individuals, I want to give credit where credit is due, and that's easy to do. But it's turned into like a business venture, you know, low key, not low key, but you know, not a major corporation kind of thing. I want to be fair to the person who did the work to make it and use their knowledge to make it, but with it being my idea, I'm only entitled to so much. I mean, you could base it off of patents, but you know, I can't afford to pay for a patent.
Yeah. Usually most of them 50-50, but you know, could go 60-40 or
Yeah.
depends on, you know, both parties agreeing to such and such.
I have respect for the individual, but we haven't interacted a whole lot, but we've known of and about each other for quite a while. But now this thing may exist, but not necessarily specifically for scroll saws. But I'm gonna be a little bit tight-lipped about it because I've probably already said too much based on the past. People probably already know what I'm talking about, but because I don't want anybody stealing the idea, basically. Anyway, it's not world changing or anything. It won't alter anything having to do with how a scroll saw works or anything like that. It's not like the equivalent of a lifter arm or anything like that. It's very minimal and it won't appeal to everybody, but I kind of like the idea.
I think I know what you're talking about because you mentioned it sometime in the past.
You probably know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
Well, I guess I can say it. There's only one viewer. A meter counter. Digital meter, not a. And I know there's probably counters out there, but number one, I don't want an analog because you have to figure it out if that number's not completely clicked to the next number. You know, so a digital, you can go from seconds to minutes to hours, and then reset it to 0 on the next project. Because people say, "How long did that take you?" And if you guess, then you don't know, and it only counts while the saw is on. And I said we could either incorporate it into a scroll saw, and that's how you could sell it to companies, or you could have it as an in-betweener, like a foot switch, where you plug the tool into that and plug that into the wall. And I probably already said too much, but I know I'm not the only one that's ever talked about it, but I'm the one that's dang near. I definitely want it to happen. I'd love to be a part of it happening. But it also has to be cost effective to either make and or justify if it ever got incorporated inside of scroll saws.
David McBurney, I can't even pronounce his name, Wood Turnings and Crafts, says hello everybody.
Hello, David.
Hello, David.
Appreciate you dropping by, sir. I tend to be too trusting of a person. Relying on people's goodwill is why I went ahead and talked about it. I've talked about it in the past anyways, but I'm actually trying to get the wheels in motion on it. But I also want to give credit where credit is due for the person who actually takes the physical time to make it.
Yeah, this way, you know, damn, what's the word I'm looking for?
Well, I don't think it's a unique concept necessarily. I'm sure they already have things that are incorporated into machines, but I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm just hoping.
Yeah.
David says he's at work. Just popped in to say hello. Appreciate you dropping by, David. If you're not subscribed, I hope you'll consider it and click on that bell to be notified. And if you've been here before, I apologize for not remembering that. Wood turning and crabs, David McLernan. And John S. is still with us. Go ahead.
Have a good day, David.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that concept is not a brand new one, but I mean, making it a standalone, I think could be, because if I recall, any Google attempts I did was analog and pretty basic. I don't know. Probably talking too much about it because there are people out there. Good idea. I'm doing it, but I have no technical know-how and I have no money to be able to help donate to blah blah blah. To the
Yeah,
production.
there used to be somewhere you could go come up with an ideal, and people would help you get it up.
Yeah, there's a website about that, but a lot of times if they don't accept your idea, basically it was a patent office. But some people would steal your idea. If they didn't think it would necessarily work, they'd improve on your idea, and then they would sell the patent and they'd get the money off of it. So some of those are pretty crooked out there. And I know there's a website called Kickstarter or projects called Quickstarter, but
Yeah,
on
I can't even remember the name of it now. Of course, I haven't seen it in a long time anyway.
well, if I remember right, the place I'm thinking of had a logo where it was a caveman with a wheel.
That's the same one I'm thinking of.
That's what I figured. So I think that's one of those that takes your idea, improves on it, and then makes it their own. And I don't know that for a fact, so I'm not trying to slander anybody. My brother, a long time ago, back when we was able to work, he was working at DPS in Austin, Texas, and said, if you have any ideas that you think could lower costs, blah, 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 or be improvements wherever, and we'll give you credit, blah, blah, blah. He had an idea for LED traffic lights, and that was way before LED traffic lights, but he never submitted it. And now that's all you see.
Yep. LED gonna be around for a while. Oh Lordy. I don't know why I got so sleepy all of a sudden.
I don't expect me or the other guy to get rich off the idea. I just think, it has its place in the market. I don't know if it'll fly off the shelves necessarily, but I think for individuals that aren't technical minded, don't make it any more complex than a foot switch. Plug the tool into the meter and plug the meter into the wall, by God, and it only counts while the saw is on. For me, hoping nobody steals it, I sure am talking about it a lot, but oh well. I can tell I don't have the blade in the clamp very good. That's why it's making a different noise, but I'm already involved. I might as well just do it. It'll still cut. It's just going to make weird noises. He said, thank you guys. You too, Herb. That was
David.
3 minutes ago, but yeah. You know how it is when we get to talking.
I know it.
We try to acknowledge everybody that comments. And I do say we.
Over in the UK also.
Probably. A lot of them turners that come in these late night, early morning with McCullough are in the UK. It's 7:35 a.m. in the UK right now. what's funny is the guy I talked to about doing the calculating and the physical labor, I told him keep it between us, and here I am talking about it on the live stream. Go figure.
Yep.
What I want
Yeah,
to bring.
if I ain't mistaken, I think David's in Ireland.
All right. But we are a little over an hour into the live stream, so the odds of somebody watching every last second of this live stream, I don't know. I'll try to have faith in people. But I don't expect to get rich off of it by any means, especially because I want to be fair to the guy doing all the physical labor. I guess my thing would have to be marketing and proposing it to companies, but I'd have to learn how to do all that crap too and be taken seriously, because I don't want to get gypped or done wrong by companies either. Oh, this guy's an idiot. Let's take advantage of him and pay him a nickel.
Yep, and there's companies out there that'll dang sure do it to you.
Yeah.
Because some of them can be real butt nuggets.
Yes, sir. I trust the individual that I asked to do it, but I don't know him that well, but I'm trusting my gut. But the fact that I messaged him shows when I thought, well, it doesn't show when I thought of it. It shows when I reached out to somebody to actually get the wheels in motion. And the fact that I'm talking about it right now tells, that it's in my head. Anyway.
Yep.
It's been in my head for a long time. I brought it up to a scroll saw maker or distributor. Said look into that, never heard back, but it's not a pressing need, and it would probably, incorporating it into a scroll saw could be not cost effective. It would raise the price, I think, but for some people it may be worth it. But I think people would be more receptive of it if it was an option rather than automatic.
Yeah, that would be the best as an option.
That's what I think. I'd definitely love to have one. That's why I talk about it every so often. Because I never guesstimate how long something will take me or how long something took me. That's why we've had to add up live streams to figure out some of these projects, how long they took to do. And I've tried the whole stopwatch thing, but I could never remember to click the stopwatch. I was too busy scrolling. So I want it to be automatic. That's why remote controls got popular, because it feeds off of people's laziness, for lack of a better word. That's me including myself in that. Just don't want to get up and turn the TV, don't want to have to stop and think, remember to click something on and off and reset and all that other crap. I got to embrace our laziness. I can't think of a more polite word than laziness. Convenience?
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
Laziness, convenience.
Yeah. That's why I get my Dr. Peppers at a convenience store instead of Walmart, because convenience store is more, quote unquote, convenient. Go figure.
Yep.
You pay more that way, but not that much more that I give that much of a difference. 4 Dr. Peppers cost me about 9 something. Not terrible.
No. Oh. Where's my back scratcher when I need it?
I don't know. Why don't you kick the cat real hard and then turn around? When he goes to attack you, he'll be scratching your back all the hell.
He wouldn't do that.
Damn it. No, folks, I don't condone kicking cats. It was a joke. Although I have met some cats that made it. Just saying. Some people do.
I usually take my foot and kind of shoo them out of the way.
I have to do that with one of my cats all the time, because it's all cute and stuff, but when it's walking where I'm trying to walk and it keeps turning around to see if I'm following it, it's up under my face, like, get out of the damn way. Like, follow me, I know where the hell I'm going.
Oh, yeah. I'll get up out of the recliner and go upstairs, and he's got to be right there. And then he knows that I'm going to go up the steps, and he'll lay on that bottom step. Yeah, just lay there, buddy. You're fixing to be a pancake.
Yes, sir. Some things learn the hard way. Some things don't even learn then. I'm about to have one of them nature issues that is not a quick nature issue, so I don't know how much longer I'll be live, but by God, we'll be back. Matter of fact, after I end this cut, I will probably end the live stream. Do the nature. I'm not saying I'll be done scrolling for the day, but at least on a live stream I might be.
Okay.
Well, by the time we start the next live stream, God knows when, I will have more of this bird done. Main reason because I don't want anybody to have to just sit here and I don't want you to have to try to entertain people watching. And it's not good video to just have it sitting here.
Yeah, because I couldn't even entertain a goldfish.
Done. And it's funny that you say that because I'm a professional goldfish entertainer. Not much demand out there is why I'm not rich for it.
Oh.
I may have done a design flaw here because this piece could easily break out. Because it's only going to be holding on in one area, so I almost feel like I need to put some tape over that hole. Famous last words, because I have a feeling I'm going to get stubborn. It's only going to be holding on right there, so I'm afraid it's going to break out. And it'll stick out like a sore thumb when it does. Don't break out. I'm going to alter the design a little bit, not cut quite as close as it's drawn. Yeah, I am. I'm stubborn like that. Okay, I made it. Yay!
Yeah, I did a hawk one time, and right there in the middle of his chest, that piece broke out. And you could see that from my house to Russ's.
Yeah, I was really afraid that was going to break out right there. I don't know how well you can see that. It's only holding on right there instead of the other side. But that's the way the feathers looked in the picture I worked from. That reminds me, I need to do a printout of my source photos so people can see what I did this from. All right, I'm going to go ahead and end this here live stream since we got one viewer. No, that's not the only reason. Nature's calling and these things happen. I sure appreciate everybody dropping by along with Herb and Russ and TSY, David and John S. I believe that was everybody. Appreciate you.